Hello everyone and good morning from the beautiful Pandala Hills and welcome to the Race Monkey. What we have here with us is the Mercedes Benz A35 AMG. It's an absolute pocket rocket. 4MATIC, 300 horsepower, 400 Newton meters of torque out of that 2-liter twin turbocharged petrol engine. It produces massive amounts of power and creates massive smiles on the face. But since we all know how it drives and we've seen tons of videos on the internet, I thought might just well do something very interesting. I am a sucker for getting out the best fuel economy out of every car that I drive. And I thought, why not do that with this as well? So we're heading off from the Leopard Trail to Gulshan Dhaba, Murthal, which is about 150 kilometers from here via the Western Peripheral Expressway. And we'll try extract the maximum out of this little yellow rocket, probably very close to 20 kilometers to the liter. So without further ado, let's do this road trip. So, we are now on the Western Peripheral Expressway on the outskirts of Delhi and Gurgaon, and we're heading to Murthal to have a nice cup of chai and some tandoori paranthas, which Murthal is famous for. There are quite a lot of clouds surprisingly today, which means that it is going to be less hot. That means I don't need an air conditioner right now because it's 16 degrees outside. And it's quite pleasant over here. The cabin is very comfortable of the A35 AMG, and you really truly don't have that sense that you're driving a very, very sporty car indeed until you press the accelerator pedal too hard, that is. But currently we have covered around 20 kilometers since we started, and A35 AMG is returning us 23 kilometers to the liter. I know a lot of people in the Mercedes Benz owners list are going to stab me, shoot me with a gun as to why would you do that with an AMG? Well, this baby AMG is also inclined towards being a practical daily car. And it really truly is shining in that aspect because it's amazing. We're doing 80 kilometers an hour on a highway where there is a speed limit of 80 kilometers an hour. And it's just sublime. The ride quality is brilliant. The sound insulation is good enough. And that fuel economy out of a twin turbocharged petrol engine that's producing a fire-breathing 300 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. This car does 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds with 100 octane fuel. And it's doing fuel economy as much as a Maruti Alto. Wow. We've gotten off the Western Peripheral Expressway and have gotten onto the Delhi-Chandigarh highway or the Delhi-Amritsar highway, NH1. We had a small traffic situation back there when we were exiting, and we've lost 0.4 kilometers to the liter of fuel economy. So we're currently running on 21.3 kilometers to the liter. And it actually looks very good. The engine management system in the comfort mode with the A35 AMG is actually very, very frugal indeed. It does make sure that it sips in the least amount of fuel and give you the maximum output out of that energy consumed, which is actually a brilliant thing considering this car is amazing on the track and when you're driving it really very fast. What is also impressive are these tires. We've got Michelin Pilot Sports, which of course are super soft compound tires. They are not really good for fuel economies, to be honest, but when you're maneuvering through truck traffic and other slow cars on the highway, it actually helps a lot. Add to that the brakes. The brakes on the A35 AMG are crazy good. I mean, I had the situation where there was a cow which came on the highway and it just started to whoosh past me, and I had to brake really very hard, but no issues whatsoever. It braked with complete efficiency, and because of the lower weight of the car as well, it becomes an even easier exercise to do. We're about 15 minutes away from the Gulshan Dhaba, and breakfast beckons. It's actually getting very late to have breakfast. I usually have my breakfast by 7:30 in the morning, but yeah, let's do this. So we have finally reached Gulshan Dhaba, and this car, in the last 150 kilometers of us driving, has returned 20 kilometers to the liter, which is astonishing for an AMG. Alright then, let's get in and have some breakfast. So over this drive of about 150 kilometers that we just did to have a cup of chai here at my favorite Gulshan Dhaba, what have you realized? Fast cars are not really that fuel efficient. As you progress with greater technologies and how these cars are being developed, things are getting better and better in terms of the overall thermal efficiency that the engines have. This one is quite a fire breather, but at the same time, when you want it to be calm and composed, it really shows its real face. The A35 AMG indeed is quite an efficient car when it comes to being high on performance and efficiency as well. And for that, this really truly is one of my favorite machines in the RaceMonkey garage. Well, I have one more cup of chai left to be devoured. I'll see you guys next time with something really interesting. Up till then, I think I'm gonna enjoy this one the most. Depress brake to start. You are a total failure. Nobody loves you.